we will be reading in the book. Today is, I'll start there. Today is March 4th. We will be reading in the book of Mark, New Testament, book of Mark, chapter 8, verses 22 through 38. And let's see, here it reads, "And they came to Bethsaida, and they brought a blind man to Jesus and implored him to touch him. Taking the blind man by the hand, he brought him out of the village, and after spitting on his eyes and laying his hands on him, he asked him, 'Do you see anything?' And he looked up and said, 'I see men, for I see them like trees walking around.' Then again he laid his hands on his eyes, and he looked intently and was restored, and began to see everything clearly. And he sent him to his home, saying, 'Do not even enter the village.' Jesus went out along with his disciples to the villages of Caesarea Philippi, and on the way he questioned his disciples, saying to them, 'Who do people say that I am?' They told him, saying, 'John the Baptist, and others say Elijah, but others one of the prophets.' And he continued by questioning them, 'But who do you say I am?' Peter answered and said to him, 'You are the Christ.' And he warned them to tell no one about him. And he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders and the chief priests and the scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. And he was stating the matter plainly, and Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him." Jesus is rebuking Christ. "But turning around and seeing his disciples, Jesus, rebuked Peter and said, 'Get behind me, Satan, for you are not setting your mind on God's interest, but man's interest.' And he summoned the crowd with his disciples and said to them, 'If anyone wishes to come after me,'" again, "'if anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself.'" That's all the selfish things that we desire that are not of Christ, not godly, not in God's will. We must deny ourselves and take up his cross and follow me. Pursue the things of Christ. "For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake and the gospel's sake will save it. For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul?" Keep in mind, you will only live for a short time in the world, but then your soul will spend eternity in hell. "For what will a man give in exchange for his soul? For whoever is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, the Son of Man will also be ashamed of him when he comes in the glory of his Father with the holy angels." All right, good stuff. Thank you guys. God bless, and hope to see you soon.